Hi everybody! Welcome to my first video on this channel. Well, lawn farm video. If you don't know me, which you probably don't, I'm Lartvender. Lartvender. I just haven't said my channel name in a bit. I create art and I just posted on this channel. I do this channel as like a hobby, and I know my schedule may be a little bit whack, but that's because I've been busy with school and like kind of focusing on my mental health. I just don't draw every day, like I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't know. But the reason why I started off with YouTube Shorts is, I don't know, just kind of do something different. Kind of build the audience before I post the first video. But I used to make videos on a different channel, so I'm not new to this, so don't be like, yeah, welcome to YouTube. I've been on YouTube for like 7 years, okay? Like, this is not new for me. Anyway, so I'm starting off the lawn farm content by showing you guys all my 2025 artwork. And why I'm doing this is I just kind of want to look back and see what I've done this year and kind of see my growth, you know? Like, I just want to show you guys my art. Like, that's all I'm really here for, you know? I have nothing else to say, so we're just going to start. This year, I started off by completing a drawing that I started last December, but then I went on winter break, so I got the drawing done right on the due date at almost the end of class, and that is my metamorphosis drawing. And if you don't know what that is, it's really just like a one object turning into another object. So I did a chick to cotton candy. You can see that clearly, I think. I don't know. And I'm not a fan of this drawing because I was more focusing on the coloring and making it look real than actually doing a proper merge. I mean, my teacher kind of gave this idea, so it's kind of not fully my fault. I will take some accountability to it, and if that's even the right word. And I'm just gonna say, like, I definitely could improve on this, and I think my teacher agreed with me on that. But I finished this drawing on January 10th, 2025. That's why I'm considering this as a 2025 art piece, despite me starting it December 2024. But yeah, that was for my grade 11 art class. Next is something else from my grade 11 art class, and this was my culminating project. And it was to create a lunch tray based on an artist. So here's the lunch tray. You can see that clearly, yeah. So this is inspired by Giuseppe Arcimboldo. If I'm saying that wrong, just let me know. And I kind of did like neck and like an outfit from one of his flower pieces, like a arm from a book piece that he did. This is like kind of an ear, I think, and I kind of created my own version with like, this is like an eye, an eyebrow with lavender, and then like an eye with fruits. And then some lips from, I think it was the same painting as this one. I really like Arcimboldo's art pieces because he kind of just like creates things out of like objects, and I think that's really cool. Well, like not out of objects, like paints things using like painting objects to create like a person, or yeah, that's what he kind of does. And then for the milk carton, I did like a book kind of thing. This is really horrible. Like, I wish I wasn't even showing this, but it's like books basically. That's where I kind of got that from, but I painted it before I folded it up, so like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of this, but the lunch tray though, I do like the lunch tray. And then for the food, I crocheted an apple because I just remembered like, oh right, I can crochet, so yeah, that's that. And then also during January, I decided to start learning how to do realism on digital art. So I created my first digital art piece, which was my Olivia Rodrigo one. I posted that on my old channel as well as this channel. I did need to improve like the skin and like kind of how I was coloring it and just like the blending and all, but it was a good starter for a realism piece. So yeah, and that was January 27th. And also the same night on January 27th, I just randomly drew a purple bow. And then the next day, I painted this horrible painting. Yay, it's a snow trail, and this was, yeah, obviously January 28th. I think my favorite part is like kind of how I painted the snow, but like I don't know. I'm not good at landscapes. I'm gonna admit that. Like I'm not the best at landscapes, and there have been some landscape paintings that I've done an okay job at, but I'm just not a fan of this. Like I was kind of crashing out while doing this piece, so that's why it's really horrible. Next, January 31st, I'm reading off of this. I drew a blue eye. Once again, it was a digital drawing. I use Procreate, by the way, and I'm not a big fan of that drawing either. Like I remember it got like 2,000 views on my old channel though. Why the hell are you guys watching? I was doing like a trend, okay, and like the trend I found after I started that drawing, but I'm not a big fan of the drawing, and I kind of didn't know how I was gonna do like the layers and stuff like that, so I kind of that's why it turned out like that. Definitely need some improvement. And then we're into February now. Yay! February 13th, I completed my drawing of Jenny. I did really like this drawing, like I really like it, and there was an improvement already, and I do like the reference images. That's because I'm learning, but maybe eventually I won't need to do that. But 2 years ago in 2023, I drew that exact same image, but it was really horrible, so I kind of decided to just do it again. Next drawing from February 14th is the heart balloon. It's a lot of digital drawings, I'm sorry, but you know, it's just like I was learning, I was just doing digital drawing because it's kind of easier to just pick up my iPad, draw something instead of like standing up, walking over to my art supplies and just grabbing those stuff. So, and digital drawing's pretty fun, you know? But yeah, I did this heart balloon drawing. I like it. It's like definitely need to do a better job at like proportions with my pieces, but it's a pretty decent heart balloon drawing. Like what can I say? Like this next drawing, okay, February 16th, ice cream drawing on another digital art piece. It was pretty fun, you know? And then March 3rd. So this was like my only March drawing that I've completed. Well, I kind of gave up on this one because of the letters on the tag things, but it was a Hershey's Kisses drawing, and I didn't post that drawing until like August on my YouTube, on my old YouTube. Yeah, I mean, like it's not a bad drawing, but like it's boring. Okay, next, so April 7th. I'll just show you guys. This is my Olivia Rodrigo sketch. I like this sketch. I think I did a pretty good job. And I was like kind of like my legs were up and I was drawing on my, I was like sketching on my leg, sitting in the hallway at school and just sketching it on my leg. And then I finished it on a pillow in my room when I got home. But my friend, shout out to my friend, gave me some paper and just like draw something. I'm like, fine, I'll draw something. So I drew that, and yeah, I think I'm pretty proud of this drawing. What do you guys think? I think I'm proud of this. Definitely not bad at all. Okay, next drawing, I'm gonna show you guys this from 2 days later. I had my signature. Okay, there we go. It's my Jisoo sketch. I'm gonna be so honest with you, I don't mind this drawing either. Like, I think I did pretty good. Don't you guys hate when you draw something and it ends up not being at the center of the paper? Like, that is so annoying. Oh, and I also digitalized this sketch and finished that up on April 18th, so I will put that there too. Okay, next, we are time skipping from April to August. I don't know what the hell happened from May to July. Did I just not draw anything? Who the hell knows? But I guess I just didn't do much. Oops, I guess. I don't know. There's some times where I just have like a long art block. Okay, we are going to start off with my self-portrait digital drawing. I really like this piece. I'm just trying to memorize it in my head. I do really like it. I like how I did the skin. It's definitely like probably my favorite digital drawing I've done this year, along with the Jenny one that I also did. And yeah, I just like it. Okay, like you're gonna see a lot of self-portraits of me this year. Last September, my friend requested I draw their bunnies, and then I started it, and then I gave up in that style that I was drawing in, and then I started new on August 21st, and I did my realism style. So I actually like that drawing too, because like it's definitely improvement from the drawing that I started last September, but I don't know, I just like how I did it, like the style, and like I think it's my friend's profile pic for their bunny channel, so that's kind of why they asked me to. I remember like a few weeks ago they asked me if I could draw the hamsters, and I still haven't done that yet. Oops, so like I'll get on board with it if I ever remember. So if you're watching this, friend, remind me please. Okay, next, what do we got? I'm reading off of this. Oh yeah, Wait, cartoon self-portrait. Oh my god, yes, September 2nd is when I drew my profile pic for this channel. I took inspiration from like an art style that I saw on Pinterest. Kind of like used a reference image of, once again, my face. Next is this kind of not the best drawing I've done this year of once again, me. My friend gave me some paper and I drew my face on it, and that drawing is like not the best drawing. I don't think I'm good at like black and white, like just pencil drawings. I don't know, I gotta work on that. Like I think I'm like better at color drawings. I kind of understand like colors more than shades, but we will work on that. We will work on that. I will make sure we work on that. Next is this Olivia Rodrigo drawing I did. Of course, I'm drawing Olivia Rodrigo once again. She's my favorite singer, okay? I love her music. We need OR3 though. We need that new album, girl. But honestly, that Olivia Rodrigo drawing that I did, probably the best pencil crayon drawing I've done this year. I don't know, I just really like it. I like how I did the shading. Like I just like it, you know? Like what can I say? What can I say? I just really like it. I'm like trying to remember the drawings in my head, so if I'm like, I like it. Yeah, I like it. I started grade 12 in September. We're back to art class stuff. We kind of did a watercolor unit, and one of the first things we did was like, there's this abstract watercolor piece that I'm not adding into this video, but there is one where we did saran wrap technique with watercolor and kind of just made rocks out of that. So yeah, here's the piece. I think the rocks look pretty realistic in this piece, and I'm actually like pretty happy with it. I like it. So along with the watercolor unit, we did these watercolor Polaroids, and we did a practice one, which are these mountains. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that Polaroid is better than project Polaroids I did. In between that, I made a Jisoo digital drawing, and I actually really like that drawing too. And I just wish I wasn't using like reference as much, you know, like, but I do like it. I finished that drawing while I was recovering from my eye surgery, and then I did my last two watercolor Polaroids, which were the actual art project. So my Eiffel Tower watercolor Polaroid and the sunset Polaroid. And I definitely could do better, but since I was missing like 4 days of school and coming back to class, like forgetting how I was like painting the mountains, practice Polaroid, they just didn't turn out the best. They don't have depth. Teacher said that. I mean, they made it on display, but like everyone else's watercolor paintings look better than mine, but I don't mind mine. It's just, I know I could do better. Okay, and then my first ceramics project, I also completed like, pretty sure it was like a week later, and it was we did these like pinch monsters, and I did like a cat, but you guys are probably seeing it right now on the screen anyway, and the head of the thing got displayed onto the display thing. But oh my god, you want to know something absolutely sad? So I was like placing the head onto the torso, obviously, because I wanted to make sure like kind of balanced on the torso, which I don't think it really did because it fell and broke the tail, and I tried saving the tail with paint, and the tail is actually kind of still holding on. Okay, same day, October 30th. This is like the same day. We started our oil pastel unit in art, and we did these like practice apple drawings. So I'm adding that in because I actually don't mind my apple drawing. I'm gonna say right now, like it's kind of bright, like it's like with the oil pastel kits, there's like every color except for purple. Not the greatest color choices, but you know, with oil pastels you can mix the colors by layering them. For the actual oil pastel project, we did these macro drawings. I did like a drawing of grapes, but I cropped the image, and I finished that piece on November 14th, so we're in November now. And then I kind of wanted to try and do some drawings with my own oil pastels, so I did this drawing of these pool balls or whatever. It's not my favorite piece, but it's a good starter to like practicing using my oil pastels. I almost didn't add this piece in, but I decided that I was going to. So back to ceramics, I did this tic-tac-toe board, and I themed it off of the summer I turned pretty. So we got the beach, we got the Cousins beach sign, and then I did Sour Patch Kids and Swedish Fish for the pieces, because if you don't know, Team Conrad, Sour Patch Kids, and Team Jeremiah, Swedish Fish. If you want to know, I'm Team Conrad, obviously. I decided that I was going to draw more to kind of increase my pencil crayon skills and my portfolio. So I kind of did like this drawing of the person's like me, and it's like holding an old phone, you know, like I don't know, I was just kind of experimenting with creating my own pictures, but I was using like a bunch of reference images too, like kind of like combining everything together and turned into one big piece. Well, big, I don't know, not my favorite piece, but like it's there, it exists. And then I did another self-portrait piece with the same paper as the one that I did in September, but that one's a lot better, especially because I used pencil crayons and kind of colored correctly and like how I'm doing it. Okay, like I don't know, but definitely way better piece. Actually did a drawing of my cat. Come here, cat. This cat. Yeah, you want to say hi? That cat. That cat under the Christmas tree, because she's usually under the Christmas tree. And yeah, I just did a drawing of that. But then like 3 days later, I started the drawing on the same night as when I completed the drawing of Ginger. But it took me like 3 days to complete. But it was once again back to oil pastels. And I just did these morning glories that I took back in September. Like I do like that drawing. I think I did pretty good on it. I definitely improved my oil pastel skills, like with my own oil pastels. So proud of that. And lastly, this isn't really like a drawing, but it's still an art piece. I did metal embossing for my art class, and I kind of did these like skulls and roses, and at the back it's like these kind of like a pattern of like rose thorns and these swirls. I really like how it turned out. And what we did to like kind of make everything pop out is like some black acrylic paint and like kind of put the paint in the crevices, and then the raised pieces kind of just make them shiny and pop. But yeah, really proud of that art piece too. So in total, I listed 33 artworks that I completed this year. There's this one incomplete painting that I haven't finished at all. I started in March and I haven't worked on it. Maybe next year I will finish it. I don't know. You know, when you're not like done with a piece, but you kind of just are overwhelmed and like looking at it and like, I don't really like this. How do I make it better? I don't know how to make it. That's like kind of the situation I'm in with this piece, but we will figure it out one day. But yeah, that's all my art pieces. I've been filming this for almost 30 minutes. Oh my god. I think I'm really proud of all the art pieces that I've done this year. Some of them are great, some of them are good, some of them are really freaking terrible, and I wish they can just go away, like burn somewhere. I don't know, but like this is one of my least favorite pieces. I think some of my favorite pieces I've done this year are my digital self-portrait, digital Jenny drawing, Olivia Rodrigo drawing from September, and I also really like my grape drawing that I also did. Yeah, those are my favorite drawings that I've done this year. But yeah, thanks for watching the first video. If you have recommendations for future videos, comment them down below if you want to see anything. Like, what do you want to know? You know, like maybe I'll give some tutorials, maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't know what videos to make. I'm just treating this channel as like a hobby, so I'm not like really posting too much on it. I just don't want to stress myself out with another YouTube channel like I did with that old channel. So we're gonna just like taking things slow on this channel. But yeah, there will be no set schedule on this channel. Like no videos every Saturday at 1 p.m. Like none of that. None of that. I will post on this channel whenever the hell I want, and if I don't want to post on it, I'm not going to post on it, and if I do want to post on it, I will post on it. Thank you for the support though on this channel. If you have watched this short, subscribed, liked, commented, whatever, like thanks for the support. If you have given me support this year, hopefully I'll post some things on this channel. Definitely, I will definitely post some things. We're gonna figure this out, okay? Like starting a new channel after quitting a channel is like kind of like, whoa, what am I doing? Thanks for watching the first video on this channel, and I'll see you when I post again. I don't know, but yeah, happy New Year, happy holidays. I'm filming this on Christmas Eve though, and I'm planning to get this out on New Year's Eve. Yeah, I'm wishing everyone a great holiday, so hopefully you get some good stuff. I don't know, but yeah, bye.